Wild boars in Turkey are famous for their huge size and are much more prominent than their European counterparts. But more and more problems related to wild boars are being reported. My grandmother, who lives on the outskirts of the city, is not having a good time either. Her vegetable gardens and crops have been flattened by them. She really hopes that the government will take measures to control this situation. With my hunting experience, I am determined to destroy these hateful wild boars. If you are interested, follow me in this video. In the city where I live, wild boars often invade residential areas to find food. Now, many residents have complained about their appearance in herds, threatening their safety. Not only causing heavy damage to agriculture, wild boars now also bring concern when they invade the city. Perhaps not many people have enough courage to face these monsters weighing hundreds of kilograms. In addition, we were also concerned that the invasion of wild boars could bring diseases to humans and livestock. Therefore, the city government allowed hunting to take place in order to help control the wild boar population. In the morning, I and other hunters were at the top of the mountain, where we could observe all the surrounding areas. Sure enough, a herd of wild boars appeared, moving at a fast speed and with high alertness. There were some wild boars of enormous size. I could clearly observe them from a distance. Everything inside me was boiling. The greatest desire right now was to hunt as many wild boars as possible. It took me a few minutes to adjust the gun to the target. Then I immediately pulled the trigger. Continuous shots rang out. The crowded herd of wild boars accelerated and ran even faster. We followed the herd of wild boars as they moved from one mountain to another. Gunfire would occasionally ring out, as the group was determined to pursue the herd of wild boars to the end. There were accurate shots, causing the wild boar screams to echo throughout the space. Through the deciduous trees, the wild boars had no way to hide, so we still had a chance to shoot. Our pursuit was not in vain, as many wild boars were destroyed. Down in the flat valley, the hunting dogs were hunting for the remaining wild boars. Just a few minutes later, from inside the bushes, a wild boar rushed out. I immediately opened fire to finish it off. It was amazing. My shot was completely accurate and took it down on the spot. On the snowy ground, the wild boar was not too big, but it was still a proud achievement. But that was not enough. I was still tirelessly searching for other targets, hoping that this hunting trip would yield many wild boars. The chase was getting more and more intense. I had just shot a large wild boar in the herd, causing it to collapse on the ground. The remaining wild boars did not stop, rushing across the mountain slopes in the hope of escaping. We were still following their every move. As soon as there was an opportunity, gunshots were lit up to destroy the target. On the white snow, each large wild boar lay still. Our spoils of war continued to increase. Wild boars weighing 200 to 300 kilograms, or pairs of tusks 20 to 30 centimeters long, all made me feel excited. We were determined to chase the wild boars across the mountains. When they fled into the deep forest, things became more difficult. The snow-covered trees also obstructed our vision. With great difficulty, I was able to approach the target position. Through the dense trees, I immediately took shot. The shot was quick and clean. Everything suddenly became quieter. But I quickly learned that the shot had hit the target, so it could not escape.
путь, Пуку. Елток?
Just after escaping from the forest, I encountered another large wild boar. Its running steps seemed heavy, so I also took the opportunity to fire a few shots in succession. Everything was still under control. The wild boar had no chance to escape. Soon after, we continued to spot and chase other large wild boars. There is nothing more wonderful than hunting large targets with impressive long tusks. Therefore, we were immersed in the wonderful feeling of the hunting trip. The further we went, the more crowded herds of wild boars we encountered. They ran together across the mountain slopes, their black shadows standing out against the white snow. We tried our best to shoot each one. Although the excitement was still high, the weather was getting worse. It seemed like a snowstorm was coming, so we needed to quickly return home to ensure safety.
Hello everyone. Welcome to an exciting adventure. In this journey, we, adventure hunters, will face the ultimate challenge, hunting down wild lions, the king of all beasts. This is not just a hunt, but a life and death battle. Will we be able to overcome the dangers and bring back the precious booty? Follow our journey. A few days ago, an attack happened. A woman was suddenly attacked by an adult male lion while stopping her car on the side of the road. The incident happened so quickly that she couldn't react in time and was dragged away in a split second. Fortunately, the people around promptly helped and successfully rescued her. However, the attack left the woman seriously injured. After committing the crime, the lion ran away. In order to ensure the safety of people and tourists, we decided to destroy it. Leaving the city at midnight, the nearly 5-hour journey passed quickly thanks to the humorous and enthusiastic stories of the group. The space here is truly different, wild and quiet. We began to move into the heart of the desert, where lions could appear at any moment. The noise from the engine scared off a nearby herd of antelope. Suddenly, one of the guides signaled us to stop. They had spotted something, fresh tracks in the sand, indicating that a male lion had been roaming nearby. Upon arrival, we quickly prepared our weapons and necessary equipment. The 375 HH, a rifle famous for its ability to take down large animals, was chosen as our companion for this trip. My heart started to beat faster, not from fear but from excitement. This was why we were here, to confront the king of the savannah. We followed the tracks, moving cautiously, like cats stalking their prey. And then, the lion appeared. It stood there, silently observing us with murderous eyes. Its calmness and patience made me feel like a fool trying to enter enemy territory. If there was ever a moment when you felt small, it was this one. I raised my gun, trying to stay calm as I took aim. The thrill coursed through my body. If this shot missed, I wouldn't get a second chance. Boom! The first shot rang out, and the lion fell, but it wasn't completely killed. We needed to be safe, and the second shot did just that. The mighty male was down, and we moved closer to inspect the prize. Honestly, the sheer size of it overwhelmed me. Weighing in at 250 kilograms, with a golden coat and thick dark brown mane, this male lion was a true symbol of power and authority. We had succeeded in our first encounter, but none of us were taking it lightly. The Kalahari still had many mysteries to explore. Since the number of wild lions here is quite large and the danger will still be latent, we decided to continue searching for other targets. Oh. There it was. It was a lioness, climbing a tree nearby. She had spotted us and was on guard. As she approached, her angry eyes were fixed on us and she let out a warning growl. The only thing to do now is to take it down before it gets attacked. Boom! The first shot hit its chest, causing it to ache and run away. Immediately, the second shot was fired. This time the lion's front leg was hit and it was unable to move. This was a great hunt indeed. However, to be safe, we need to return to the base camp before dark to prepare for the next day's hunt. On the second day, while searching, we discovered a lion sleeping in the bushes ahead. One of the hunters, who was confident that he was a master with a gun in his hand, approached to observe the target. However, at such a close distance, it was too dangerous. Every step we took had to be extremely gentle and graceful to avoid being detected. This was a good opportunity to strike. With a heavy gun in my hand, I was still very nervous. I held my breath and fired the first shot. In an instant, the peaceful silence of the Kalahari was broken by a thunderous explosion. Oh no! It was not a fatal shot. At this moment, the wounded lion had discovered us. It began to panic and attack. A huge male lion, with a golden mane shining in the sunlight, was charging at a dizzying speed.
Quickly. Go.
But what was more terrifying were its eyes, glowing, full of murderous intent, and a powerful roar as if it wanted to take revenge on the invaders of its territory. What a surprise! We kept firing at the ferocious lion. It was unbelievable. If we didn't handle it in time, we would have become a delicious meal for this lion. Although it wasn't as big as the lion we hunted before, it still gave us a good scare. When I left the prairie, I felt changed, stronger, more resilient, and ready to face any challenge life had to offer. The video ends here. What do you think about today's hunting trip? Leave a comment below to let us know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new videos. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.
Oh, let's go.